Hi guys, we are live with yet another episode of the Untacticos. This is our 7th episode. I am Chito, Joby is with.
Hello, this is Ganesha. I am Ganesha on Twitter.
This is Raman and Damdam Shiramani is my username on X.
Thanks.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah. So
Uh,
our Champions League campaign didn't go as how we would have expected it to go, but anyway, we have won the Premier League after 22 years, so I think that's something.
yeah,
So in today's stream, we are going to more or less discuss about the summer transfer window, the World Cup predictions, and just quick bits about what we think about the UCL Champions League final. If you are new to our channel, please do subscribe and do like our video as well. And if you'd like to join us in the upcoming, please don't hesitate to reach out to either of us. Ganesha, Raman, and mine usernames are all in the description. Feel free to reach out to any of us, and it doesn't matter which club you support. We would like to hear your takes on how your club is performing, how you'd like to, whatever you'd like to discuss about Arsenal or anything. So yeah, let's begin the stream. Guys, what are your thoughts on the UCL final? Like the penalty, any thoughts over there?
I think it was a good, even game of football between two teams playing to their strengths. Arsenal playing to their strength of defensive football with a good low block, and PSG trying to attack and trying to play attacking football. Between both the teams, PSG tried their best and had more possession of the ball, but again, in terms of open play goals or open play shots, it wasn't that easy for them to score goals against that defensive unit. Arsenal pushed the game as far as they could. They, of course, they had a couple of chances themselves as well, but it was still a not a easy game to watch for either of the fans, because there was not much happening in terms of attacking football, and it was a very kg game, and which actually suited Arsenal, and it played to Arsenal's hands, and that's why the game went to penalties. And what happened in penalties, again, as I always say, in penalties is just toss of a coin. It can go either ways. Either some days it goes in favor of us. When we are playing against Sporting, FC Porto, it went in favor of us. We won. This time it didn't work, and it happens. But overall, a good game of football tactically from Mikel Arteta. He achieved what he wanted to do with this team, in terms of he wanted to play to its strength, and he did that. So I think I'm overall happy with the way we played. Sad with the result.
Yeah, I get you.
No,
What about you, Raman?
absolutely,
What are your thoughts?
absolutely gutted with the result, of course, because
Yeah.
it was one of a, it was the biggest night in a long time. But yeah, I mean, see, I don't have much to complain about. I don't have anything to complain about, to be honest. And uh, again, like I've seen some redundant talk on the penalty takers or whatnot. I mean, they just tell me one thing, no, like he said backstage that had a striker taken it up and missed, what would have been your reaction? The same way, think about it. People are putting out names like Madueke and all. I get it. I get it. The idea that Gabriel is a defender, Madueke is a attacker. But what if Madueke missed? He's not like some experienced guy. No, he's like what, 21, 22.
Yeah.
He's a kid. So we should have some perspective when we talk about all these things. Like it's just like slagging off. I'm just seeing people slagging off Gabriel and Madueke or whatever. Imagine had he taken and he missed, it would have been a bloodbath. But it's credit to people like Gabriel that they're stepping up. They need to step up.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask the question, why didn't Saliba take it? That's also a question. Again,
Yeah.
these are the players who need to protect their younger counterparts. Absolutely okay with it. Like we'll be there. I'm just saying that I like I said again on backstage that it's not like a Premier League. You try, and then you'll eventually succeed. Champions League is not that kind of thing. Yeah, you have come to quarterfinal, semi-final, now a final. That doesn't mean you win it next year. But my thing is, we'll be around. We'll be around.
I think that's what we should take away from this competition now. That I think last 4 seasons, it's a progression that we are seeing. We are now amongst those players, amongst those teams which are one of the teams to watch out in the Champions League. We can't be taken lightly in Europe, which wasn't the case in the last decade. It's a little bit of a change for Arsenal fans, and I think most Arsenal fans would be okay with the result and because we won the Premier League. Had we not won the Premier League, then it would have been a different thing. But we are champions of England.
And they would have been asking for Arteta's head. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Could the game have been finished within the 120 minutes itself and not gone towards the penalties? And also one more thing about the way we took the penalties. Like two of our players, as Gabriel one is fine. He tried to go towards the top corner, but then not the corner, the top bins. But what about the Eze penalty though? I mean, we've seen compilations of him missing with the same stuttering.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that style. I think very few players are cool enough to do that. He's a cool player. He's a cool, calm, collected player, but he's not a Jorginho. Jorginho was, how self-assured against penalties he was. But I like my penalties like the way Gyökeres hits them through, goes in the goal. But again, it's a preference. Messi misses. We can't argue that. We can't come now and say Messi is not a good player or not a good penalty taker. He is. He just missed one. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's my take on Eze as well.
Even Martinelli is a great penalty taker for us.
No, he took it. He took his well, no?
Yeah.
And
Rice did it well.
Rice did it well. See, I'm saying Eze, we are all talking about how Eze missed such a penalty even before. But he has also scored penalties like that. And the thing is, this stuttering thing it's not about the style, how he takes it. I agree that he overcooked it a bit, but this is a massive pressure situation. Pressure situation is what I would say. He has not taken a penalty at this level before, so let's just cut some slack on him, and we move.
Yep, we move. And also the bit, could the game have been decided within the 120 minutes itself? What do you guys think?
I think Arteta wanted the game to be cagey. He got the game. But again, I think could he gone for the kill? I think a couple of things. Timber being super fit or White being in the form that he was when he got injured. I think we would have seen a Saka who was more expressive and could have scored goals, and we could have gone for the kill there. But I think that's where I think we were just a little bit more defensive minded, especially after the way the first goal, I think the push that came from Mosquera, I think that was a bad call from Mosquera. But again, you can't expect a youngster to be flawless across. So we wanted the game to be as long as we could push it, and it went in our favor. PSG wanted to close it early. They did not want to play the entire 120 minutes. Unfortunately, they could not score from open play.
Yep. And what about the penalty incident? Do you think it was an actual proper penalty, or should have?
I think both. As for me, both were penalties. What Mosquera did was a penalty. A lot of people say that the one on Madueke was not. I think it was. I think in Champions League we have seen those being given.
No, but that Madueke penalty, I've seen it from a lot of different angles. My observation was that there is a call for both sides.
Yeah.
Madueke was holding him and then he fouled him, whatever. The thing is, had this been given as a on-field decision, nobody would have complained. The VAR wouldn't have complained.
Correct.
But the VAR also wouldn't bother double checking him.
Agree.
Because they didn't give it.
And I think that's what happened. It was on-field ref's call. But what was strange was at halftime we had a corner, and Saka went to take the corner, and the ref blew the whistle, and that was very strange. We didn't take the corner after that.
That was bizarre. Even the Mosquera yellow and the Saka yellow, both were bizarre decisions.
Yeah, some of them I did not understand the ref decision. But Champions League they have been a little bit more stricter than the Premier League. So, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yep, it is what it is. So let's move on to our next topic. Like, uh, we start afresh in the next season, and we are Premier League winners now. So yeah. So bringing up what Raman has shared, Raman, your thoughts on this?
So yeah, see, this is a very weird way to start this thing, but what I wanted to say is like, I'll take a few minutes on this, but we have to, before we even start the transfer window talk and looking at all the meltdown happening on Twitter, YouTube, wherever people are ready to give their advice like who we should sign. You should sign Rafael Leao is available. Rafael Leao available on the cheap, it itself is proof that he's a shit player now than he was 2 years ago. Okay, AC Milan have something like 175 million release clause in his contract or whatever. Anyway, the point is we need to have some perspective about our squad. This is not like these are not mugs. If you are complaining why did we sign Madueke, didn't Madueke do a good job as a backup? He did. Didn't we are talking about change the left wing? This is a left wing that started an entire season. They rotated here and there, and they played. They won us a championship. They took us to a Champions League final. They took us to a cup final. Right? So we can't be like sitting here and saying change this, change that. I just don't want us to be in a situation that Liverpool were. They came across us. They came out last summer as champions. What did they do? They spent. And they spent, I won't say carelessly, but then they spent without considering other factors. We need to consider other factors. And I'm looking at this market of left wingers, midfielders, etc., whatever positions everybody is talking about, we need desperately, And I don't see like great quality available in the market. Like you see, the most like abundant quality, the most abundance of players is available in midfield everywhere. There is no problem. You don't sign Tonali, you have somebody else.
Gimaresh.
Right? Anyone. I'm just saying you just have to throw money. You get anyone. You get Guimaraes, you get Tonali. You like it's crazy. Like if you can't get your top 10 targets right now, the top 10 players you can think of, you go to Monaco and sign Lamine Camara. Big deal, yeah. He'll just fit into the system. But again, midfield is not I feel we are set in midfield. If we add someone, we add someone. But if we are adding someone, I think we are letting go of someone. And the left wing is what is captured my attention. The market is crazy. There are talk about Bradley Barcola for 130 million. Right? There is Rafael Leao again. There are this player, that player. Kvaratskhelia, a couple of months ago, we saw. Kvaratskhelia was linked. I'm saying, fine, you do all that. You bring Kvaratskhelia, fine. How does he help us? How does he help us?
Yeah.
I don't want if you give Trossard freedom, if you give this guy Martinelli freedom, he'll play the way Barcola is playing. But we, as our manager, we need to give our manager some leeway right now because he has won in this championship. Right now, we should trust the process and give it to him. Let him decide what he wants to decide. And next year, if we have a terrible season, if his signings failed, if the system failed, then we can come back and talk, we should have signed this, he should have signed that. I get all that. But this whole left-wing nonsense, it needs a lot of perspective. It can't be just like Barcola, go get him. Again, for Premier League clubs like Arsenal, Liverpool, City, United, etc., the whole idea of transfer fee being high is all a myth. It's all about the wages.
Liverpool went and they just got Florian Wirtz. Did it click? I don't think it clicked. So good player in a good league doesn't mean that he will come and click right away. Doesn't mean that.
Where I'll give them credit is they didn't think of the short-termism. It's more of a long-term planning, right? Like even with even with players like Monga or whatever, we are still doing a lot of long-term planning. If we are suddenly expecting these players to come in and click and oh they didn't perform well, even Madueke for that example, he's not somebody like we judge him because how he performed this season.
We give him time.
We give him time. We give him time to evolve. That's why I've seen some links on who's that fellow Ryan and that other
Ryan,
Porto
yeah,
fellow William Gomez.
yeah.
They are all right wingers, left-footed right wingers. It doesn't make any sense to me. But again, I want to know what you guys think of the left wing situation, because in my eyes, I will rather keep the existing pair and add somebody like a Monga rather than go make a reckless decision just because there is a perception that we need to sign a left winger.
I think one thing I can say is like based on the graphic as well. I think there's a lot of teams are sitting in low block against us, and that's what the graphic shows, that most teams have been sitting in low block against
Correct.
us. And
Correct.
what I'm not happy again, I understand your point, and I understand what other people are saying about the left wing. Left wing, the issue has not been the quality of left wing that we have. We have good quality of both of them, have been good in patches. What we don't have is a consistent contributor from that wing as consistent as Saka, and especially so last season we faced this issue where Saka was having a downturn in form and we didn't have anybody who picking up from the other wing as well. So that's where it became a crisis situation for us. And I think we have to start thinking more smartly here in the market. We need to have good upgrades and see. I think historically we have been a very, very bad selling club, and that has to change. As champions, we can command certain quality of players already. So we know that in the market we can demand for certain quality of players. Good players would want to come and play for Arsenal because we are in Champions League. We are competing for both the trophies, so they would want to come. So we have that pull right now. With that pull, I think maybe for me, between I don't really have a favorite between Trossard or Martinelli. But I think Martinelli is our most sellable asset. He's one of the most promising wingers, and he is going to command a price tag of, I would say, upwards of 70 million in this market. If somebody like Matthias Fernandes is getting 80 million as a price tag, I think we should definitely charge premium. Till date, I think our highest sale is still Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain at 35 million pounds, and that has to change. And that means sometimes you have to, even though you know that this player is good, we might have to sell. We sold Smith Rowe, we can sell Martinelli and get an upgrade. There are good players available. Maybe if the left winger market is smaller because of the quality of players available right now. But with the Mbappe Vinicius conversation happening, maybe we go and get Vinicius.
Oh,
this is what I'm talking about.
Martinelli with Vinicius.
No, this is what I'm talking about. This is precisely what I'm talking about. We can't be sitting here like, again, like you saying,
Fantasy
like you
Premier
said, this is more than fantasy Premier League. Like we need to create a new game like this, like but I'm saying, when you say like whatever player we are bringing it in whatever position, it has to be an upgrade. Completely agree with you. Who are these upgrades? You tell me Barcola is an upgrade on Martinelli?
No. I'll go with the players on the screen, and I'll tell you why. What I think is makes sense for me in terms of the three players on the, like the first one, and I think he's going to be I would say the statement signing if we sign Julian Alvarez, because Julian Alvarez is he bring as a replacement to Gabriel Jesus. I think he is an upgrade. He plays that kind of football. He can play off the striker. He can play off the striker, and then I think one more thing that he can do is he can contribute. Am I audible?
Yep, you are audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think we wanted last season when we signed Gyökeres, we wanted a goal scorer who could score 20, 30 goals. I don't think 30 goal, he's a 30 goal striker, Gyökeres, but definitely between these two, we will be able to bridge that gap and score that 30, 35 goals. I think right now we need to bring some goals in a forward line, and Julian Alvarez is a kind of player who, especially what we saw at Atletico when he played alongside Alexander Sørloth, I think he's a good player who can play alongside a Havertz or a Gyökeres. So I think that he's a statement signing for me if you bring Julian Alvarez. And for me, I think for Morgan Rogers, again, the reason why I want Morgan Rogers, and before we go into further discussion, the two players I definitely want us to sign is Julian Alvarez and Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers brings a different kind of versatility, again, something that Mikel Arteta prefers in his forward line. He can play across that multiple roles. I don't think Eze as a winger experiment has worked. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think he's a winger. He's a 10. He's going to play in that attacking midfield role. I think this guy is a little bit more different in terms of both Odegaard and Eze. He has this ball carrying ability against teams which are playing again in a low block. So he has that skill. So I think we need players, and I think what we can understand is Odegaard is, as a player, has last couple of seasons we can see that you can't trust him to play the entire season, all games. He can't, week in, week out. You have to have somebody else on the bench who can complement him, and then we can use the minutes more wisely. So I think these two players make a lot of sense for me in terms of if we can bring. Both of them would be statement signings for me. Same as Declan Rice.
Question though, like let's say we do sign Julian Alvarez, where does all three of our players play? Like we have Kai Havertz, we have Gyökeres, and we have now Julian Alvarez. Keeping Morgan Rogers aside, because Rogers will probably be playing on the left wing, where do you think these three players of ours will play? And we also have Mikel Merino, with whom we have seen Arteta try playing up front. Like, we know he will play in the midfield, but then
Mikel Merino is a midfielder. Mikel Merino is a midfielder. It was our necessity that we didn't have anybody else to play the up front, and Mikel Merino played. By trade, Mikel Merino is a midfielder. And let's agree that by trade, Kai Havertz is a striker. He's not a midfielder. He can play midfield, but he's best when he's attacking. And I think what we need to understand is we can't think about we have Gyökeres, one player play 90. That's not gonna how it's gonna happen. We need to understand, we need to break the football game down by 90. I think we need to think about 45, 60 minutes and 30 minutes. We need to have a mix of these kind of players if we want to go on and win again. We haven't done it in the past. We have always struggled in the season after. So I think this is somewhere we need to understand that squad can be refreshed with different kind of characters. And I think these kind of, again, these two are both Julian Alvarez and Morgan Rogers. I think they have that attitude and character of a star player. I think something that can refresh this squad, and they can compete for places against say an Eze or a Odegaard. For Morgan Rogers and Julian Alvarez can fight against compete against both Kai Havertz and Gyökeres, which Gabriel Jesus did not offer us that. So I think that's where I see that there is a potential upgrade or a refresh of squad. I not say upgrade, it's a refresh of the squad.
Fair enough. Raman,
I wanna add something to this. So forget, like you said, Jito, it's perfect. Like we keep the Morgan Rogers talk later. But I'm saying right now, this graphic shows me Alvarez and this guy, Krupi. We should sign one. Like, we should also consider the valuation, everything else. Like, valuation, when I say valuation, not the money bit. Because I feel Krupi is gonna cost us more than 80. That's gonna happen. So again, like I said, the transfer fee is immaterial. Alvarez, the thing is, during the Champions League final, since they scored a goal, the penalty, since then I felt that Alvarez is the kind of player that we should have at that time. But the problem is, that is the only time I felt we should have such a player. He's good. He's excellent at everything and whatever. Decent goal scorer. But when I'm comparing numbers with him and Gyökeres, there's not much difference. The style of play, he can play a bit behind, he can play up front as a leader. Fine. I'm saying if he can offer us something more like how Junior Krupi does. Junior Krupi at Bournemouth played a variety of roles, not one. He is what exactly I would say the Gabriel Jesus replacement. Then we ask a question to ourselves, what are we doing in the striker market? Why are we in the striker market in the first place? I mean, we in my opinion, irrespective of if we buy Alvarez or Krupi or whoever, Kai Havertz is our starting striker.
Yeah.
That is not going to change. Because the kind of technicality that we want in the technical the technical nows that we want in the team as in the front line, Kai Havertz provides us all. It's just that we have been unfortunate over the last 18 months that we have only seen him for like a good 2 or 3 months, to be extremely frank about it. And whenever I've seen him, he's been terrific. Like the kind of technical security. I'm not saying that with him we are suddenly scoring 4 or 5 goals a game. No, that's not the point. The point is about how freely our attack behaves when he's in the team. That freedom I've not seen with Jesus, who's actually a equally good technical player.
Correct.
But there is something about him that, like, for example, one thing I've noticed about Jesus is he keeps the ball far too long.
Yeah, he goes.
Yeah.
Right? And that kind of disturbs. But in Howard's case, you'll sometimes feel that he's keeping the ball far too long, but then he also releases it at the right time, at the right pace. Everything, I think a lot of things that he does is very underrated or undervalued. So we have to plan in a way that I don't see Arteta moving from this system that he's trying to build in the front line, and I don't think he's moving away from Havertz. And again, I can understand fan sentiment. Oh, like I've been seeing this for like almost 3 years now. Oh, Havertz is shit. Havertz is this, that. Lot of these coaches that I've heard or read or whatever, everybody praises Havertz. Look at how Julian Nagelsmann said something about him, like, he's like guaranteeing the prospect that, he is going to be my starting number 9 at the World Cup. And Arteta is going to do that. So again, I'm coming back to the point. I don't see us investing as much in a Alvarez, but rather it'll be very wise for us to invest in a Krupi. Longevity.
But valuation wise, if you see Krupi, they're valuing him upwards of 80.
Yeah, but he's also giving us like nearly 10 years, if you think logically.
I think most players, let's assume that he's extend, okay? But again, you're betting on somebody.
It's immaterial when he leaves. He can leave in 2 years.
I'm saying in Krupi's case, you're betting on him based on one season. In Alvarez's case, I'm not betting him based on one season.
No, I'm betting on him in a sense that we have the chance to develop a forward. We haven't had the chance to develop a forward. Have we? No.
We don't. We had one, but we let him go to Manchester United.
Oh, the Chido. No. Forget it. No. That's what I'm saying. That is an academy level prospect.
This guy, had he not had the problem, had Semenyo stayed in Bournemouth and they did not have injury problems, Krupi would not have played, because Krupi is not, and he was not starting before that.
He just started like in the last month.
Because he's still young, as per me. I don't think he is a player who. So as per me, what Salah did for Liverpool or what Haaland does for Man City is the number of goals that they're scoring. I don't think Gyökeres or Havertz in singularity can do that. They can't do that. So what we need to do is, in our striker zone, like 2 or 3 players, put together have to do it. And I'm saying
That's what we did.
Either you get somebody like a Victor Osimhen who can do that, or you invest in somebody where we pool in the goals. I'm not talking about the front three as in the wing, including the wingers. I'm talking specifically about the strikers who can score the goals, like 40 goals together. That eases the pressure on the left wing as well.
Also,
See, again,
yeah.
I get
Just
the
wanted to
idea.
add, what do you mean? What do you mean we have not developed a striker? We literally did that.
Mourinho.
Oh, see, again.
Mourinho.
But again, see, this is actually nice. Like, he got it up because I saw Merino before his injury last in January or whatever. Bro, he was playing that role behind the striker. You remember the Spurs game?
Yeah,
he did that.
Newcastle game as well.
Yeah, and see, again, like bringing somebody like Alvarez, I have this very weird feeling that we are signing Krupi or whoever primarily to develop them as a left-sided inside forward. Right? Because we have to see, again, in terms of money, like you said, I wanted to also go back to a point where you said like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is like a highest sale. I'm like, how does it matter?
Because we've never gone that this thing, it doesn't matter now, but at a PSR level it's going to matter, because the number of sales we can do, we can bring in much more expensive players.
I agree, but our revenues have gone through the roof.
Agree.
And we really, even this summer, I have this is my feeling, no reporting that I've seen or whatever. My feeling is that we can spend 200, 250 without sales. Right?
Yeah.
But our sales is a necessity.
Correct.
Like even take Jesus for example. Now, if I ask you, is selling Jesus, a 29-year-old striker or 28, whatever is, selling Jesus at 20 million, is it a good deal or a bad deal?
It's a good deal.
Exactly. Why? Because his value, his book value in our club is almost zero.
Yeah.
Right? And see, that's what. So I'm saying, I have this weird feeling that we'll not replace Jesus.
So you are saying that we'll rather go for a left-sided winger who can play a left-sided winger and who can cut in and do the same thing as what Saka does it on the right side.
More like versatile, because I had this notion that Julian Alvarez can play as a left winger. He can't. It's not about he can't or he can. It's about he won't.
Yep, and we saw that at City.
Yeah, exactly. He left City because he wanted to have a more central role. When I say central role, that doesn't literally mean playing through the middle. It's more like that role in the team. See, I don't know, man. Like, I'm very conflicted with this whole winger situation and who we are buying or whatever. That's why I'm so confused that that's why Morgan Rogers makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he can play both sides. He can play that and he can play the 10 as well.
Because I heard some Villa commentators saying that, like, I had doubts, like, whether he can play left wing, because I'm not somebody who's watching Villa as such on a regular basis. But they are saying that his actual good position is from the left, not as a left winger, but from the left.
Yeah,
something of that sort. So I'm open to the idea of investing in Rogers as a left winger or as a
versatile
guy.
Versatile forward, like versatile forward line. Yeah.
Isn't he saying?
And then maybe we can buy a Krupi as a backup, like who's still under development and doesn't need to start every game.
No, but then we are overcrowding it.
Yeah. No, when we have to, I'm saying this is all assuming that we sell either Martinelli or Trossard.
Exactly.
We can't keep so many left left-sided players as well.
Yeah, I agree. But who will you sell?
Whoever brings me more value, I
Honestly,
think between them is my pick.
No, I mean,
I think
I like both. I like
yeah.
both of them. I like both. Both of them give a different. Martinelli's pace is Martinelli's pace. That's his strength. And Trossard's accuracy is Trossard's accuracy. I think we can't argue. Trossard brings something different. He can play centrally as well. So I don't have a problem in either of them, but one of them has to go.
I mean, this Martinelli's pace thing has only worked out in the Champions League, right?
Yeah. And I have not seen that
maybe-
pace after the Chelsea goal that he scored like 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
No. That I've seen. Don't say that, man. That was like not 5 years ago, brother. That was like
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
When he was young,
No, it was-
before his that first injury that he had.
Yeah. That was in 2019.
Yeah. Well, I think
But
I think
even
it was
defense-
under Emery. I think not under Arteta, if I'm not wrong.
No, it was under Arteta.
It was
Yeah, Stamford Bridge.
But defensively, he tracks back a lot, right? Martinelli compared to Trossard.
See, now we are talking. Now we are coming to this point. We've analyzed all sorts of attacking things. Oh, he can do this in attack and all that. What about the defense? Because see, this is like a perfectly well-oiled machine, right? You take out one, you reduce one. What do you say? You take out one part.
knobs.
Yeah, you reduce the knobs of one part.
But I think with are you not when Hincapié or Calafiori? Let's leave Calafiori. But when Hincapié is playing the fullback, I think he has the taste, and we are assured that of his defensive abilities. I think that's where we have to start thinking. We have to increase this knob of attacking like gameplay because we need the goals. We are putting so much pressure on Gyökeres and Saka or Havertz. Is that we are forgetting that we have another outlet.
I agree. But my thing with Martinelli is, see, I'm going on very complicated waters. I'm not like talking very cut and dry, like, attacks, goals. I'm saying I was during this last few games when we were like all tensed and whatever. Even the Premier League title running, I'm looking at Trossard starting and then Martinelli coming on. I asked myself the question: do I trust Martinelli? And the answer is yes.
To score goals or
Forget
to
scoring.
be a good player?
Forget scoring, to maintain that position, maintain the balance in the position. Forget
But
scoring goals.
Between Martinelli and Trossard, who do you think will be having a higher market value?
Of course, Martinelli.
I think
Of course,
that's where
Martinelli.
I think he allows us to be a little bit more flexible in the transfer market and go for our specific targets. Then his sale.
But how many years do you think Trossard is going to play at the club? If you are going to say
At
that,
least,
okay, let's keep Trossard.
2, 3.
I'm saying Trossard still has like good 2 or 3 years in him.
Yeah.
Before he even starts to fade away. And again, see, let's not.
Would you
let's not
want
forget
Martinelli?
that.
Okay.
Okay, see, I'll put in another angle. Fine, we have not seen Martinelli evolve with his game over the last 2 seasons.
Correct.
That's also my opinion. Like, I haven't seen him develop.
Yeah.
Although I've seen Trossard grow strength to strength, and he's now a different player than he was when he came up to us.
Correct.
Right? But I am giving Martinelli the benefit of doubt to keep developing. See, my biggest problem right now is if there was a top winger who's performing at that top level. I don't want to hear names like Diomande, such a brilliant winger. But Diomande has shown me that he can play well for a season. This Martinelli has been telling me that he's been showing me that he's playing good football for us. Maybe last 2 years in patches, but 70%
Do you think Mikel Arteta trusts Martinelli to start games? I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think he trusts him.
He does.
Whenever he gets a chance, he's picking. His first pick is Trossard between them. If both of them being fit.
Yeah.
Because Trossard brings a different angle. He brings in Gyökeres into the play. He brings in Saka into the play.
Precisely.
Martinelli can't do that.
But see, But see, what I'm trying to get at it is Martinelli he's been asked to play more like a touchline winger, and
If,
Trossard is asked more as a inside forward.
if I had a Olivier Giroud or a Sanchez or a Ozil kind of players, that's where I would love to have a player like Martinelli. But now the game has changed, and Martinelli has to show that he's improved over this period. But he's still trying to outrun his opponent and try to use his pace as a weapon. But he has to improve in other facets of the attacking lineup, which he hasn't done in the last couple of years. He's the same player. You expect him to do some things as an opponent. They'll expect him to do that, and he's doing that. So now it's becoming easier for them to counter against him.
Fair, I get you. I'm saying who else? Who would you upgrade him with? That's my question to you.
For me, I would not. I don't want my winger to be thought about from a perspective that okay, that person has to track back. I don't think Mikel Arteta is also thinking like that way. So think about a person who can add value to the attacking forward lineup. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not
Fair.
thinking about. I have my defense is very strong. I am very comfortable with my defensive lineup, and I'm comfortable with my midfield as well. So now let's think. I need a very good attacking player who will bring in some goals. At least
and
around the single digit, but 9-10 is what I expect that winger
Thoughts?
to
What
be.
are your thoughts now
right.
that guys? What are your thoughts now? Now I have signed Anthony Gordon. You know where I'm getting at. What are your thoughts?
Rashford.
I would not mind him. I definitely won't mind Rashford.
Yeah,
At
see?
Arsenal. At 25
I
million,
agree.
he's a steal.
I agree. And
Because they
you know
just signed
who's
Anthony Gordon, right?
you know who's my ideal target? One name that nobody's talking about. Iliman Njai.
He's there, but he's going to price.
Forget the price. Forget the price. What is going to cost? 60, 70, 80 million?
Yeah, 70, 670.
80. Let's put 80. Let's put 10 extra. Bring him in. See, he's going to give me a lot of options. He's going to be my tricky winger on the side, good on the ball.
Yeah.
He has decent pace. He can be a good option. I'm saying I have not.
There's one more. There's one more. I will throw my one more player into the hat. Kevin Schade from Brentford.
Perfect.
Those are the kind of players these are the slight tricky upgrades who win you championship. I think Trossard, if you have to agree that buying him from Brighton was not the first preference for most of the Arsenal fans, but he still contributed toward Arsenal progressing to win championship. So I think that's something that we have to keep in mind. And City often does that. City brought in Nathan Ake or Matthias Nunes. They've brought in these players who are giving him a little bit of an edge to win.
I agree. See, this is what an upgrade is. I don't want a Barcola to upgrade on Martinelli. If you get my feelings on that. See,
I think did we miss the bus? Did we miss the bus with the Kvaratskhelia? Because I know that Edu, when he was looking at, he was evaluating. This is before he went to Napoli. They were evaluating between Kvaratskhelia and Marquinhos, and he picked Marquinhos from Brazil.
Did you know Kvaratskhelia at that time?
No, I did not know. But he knew. I did not know Marquinhos as well. But Edu knew.
Yeah, so in my eyes, I trusted Edu's vision in terms of knowing the Brazilian market.
Yeah. But again, I don't know whether he discussed the same thing with Arteta or was that even in the plan, because Marquinhos also did not feature much for Arsenal.
No, barely featured. Now, I know I get your point.
Yeah.
Now, we are doing a hindsight thing.
Hindsight.
No? So in fact, after Kvaratskhelia I've heard like 2 Georgian players. Like after Kvaratskhelia came to prominence at Napoli is when I heard 2 other Georgian players. One is at Liverpool, the goalkeeper. The other is the Villarreal striker Mikak Tuazde.
You know, there's a Kvaratskhelia, his brother, who's also coming up, and he also plays on the wing. supposed to be PSG is. I think PSG is trying to get him as on a developmental contract as well. Yeah. Crazy.
The fans have a backup option. Yeah. The fans have a backup option if none of the winger we don't find any of our winger targets.
Don't tell me Rafael Leao. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Is this an upgrade? Is this what is this? I think between Martinelli and Trossard, I would not play this guy ever. Even if I have him on the bench, he would not come on.
Anyway, let's move on from the winger discussion now. I think it will just not end. Let's wait for some progress to happen. Let's see if you're seeing some new names in the market. Let's leave that to Bertha.
No, as a final, one second. As a final point, all I'm trying to say is, let's trust the process and see what he does with the winger situation, right? Rather than breaking our heads, oh, we want that. Let's not have this. And I just want you guys also to understand that the choices that have been thrown in the media on us, we have to we can't get excited. See, again, one important thing is the problem with signing somebody like Alvarez or somebody like Barcola. The problem is the price. They are not going to come. They are not going to come cheap. They are going to be 120, 130 plus. We can't have, like I said again, we can't have the Liverpool pressure on us. We have to learn from their mistakes. We can't have that pressure of we wanted a left winger, we got a left winger. He didn't perform. What do we do? So, I don't know. Don't fix something that is not broken, which is not broken in my eyes, the left wing.
Yeah.
Carry on, Jito.
Yeah. I don't think any of these players fetch beyond 100 million, to be honest. Declan Rice was something else. He was consistent. He has been consistent for many years now for West Ham.
And in the Premier League.
And in the Premier League. But then these other players that, some random names, one season wonders, or they are in good form, even if for them clubs are asking for 120 million or something, it doesn't make sense for us. I think in such a situation, we should go for players like Rupi Jr. or something who would probably cost much lesser. Because I don't think Alvarez is going to come in.
Can I ask one question? Why was Declan Rice valued? Why was Declan Rice valued at 100 million then? I mean, we can't talk about how he is now. He's turned out to be very, very good. But why was he 100 million then?
And there was a promise that he had.
I think West Ham and Europe UCL, right? And
there's a leadership quality that he brings in. Yes.
Yeah, and even West Ham even they would have been probably wondering that probably they undersold him or something.
No, I think the valuation was fine. I think as a joke, I understand the West Ham joke. Like when Arsenal fans say that we got him cheap, I understand that. But I think he also has progressed. I think under Arteta, Arteta has used him in variety of roles. Some have worked, some haven't worked. But he has continuously shown his leadership skills. And that's something that you can't put a value on, the leadership skills, because he's carried the team sometimes, which is something that is...
You're absolutely right. But I'm saying then why are there complaints about Matthews Fernandes being 80 million?
I think because it's just one season, right? But
but one season, but he's been a good leader for that.
I agree. But I think my only thing is the pool of the Premier League experience that I'm seeing of his is just one season, and that's where I think and he played in a team. How much ever good leadership he had, his team got relegated. So I understand he's a good player. I understand Bowen is a good player. I understand James Ward-Prowse is a good player. But I think with the team going down, their valuation can't be as high. I think the only reason why his valuation is high right now is because they bought him recently. That's it.
No, he played with Southampton season before.
I think 80 million is become the base 40 million now. The last I don't know how it changed, but what you're getting is because remember we got Gyökeres for 54 million.
Yes,
Yeah.
from a
So now
Portuguese.
you're saying no. I understand, but he also played for Coventry, right? But you're saying Matthias Fernandes is more valued, higher valued than Gyökeres.
Impossible.
Kind of, because two
I don't
seasons in
know.
the Premier League, not in the Coventry. Coventry has just come to the Premier League.
Yeah,
Southampton were in the Premier League.
but he was playing Champions League, Gyökeres.
No, I agree, but in the Portuguese league.
But Portuguese League and Champions League, and this guy was playing
Yeah.
only Premier League. How can I compare these? How can he be valued more than Gyökeres?
No, but we are not. We cannot compare a midfielder to a. See now, right now
We
you
got
see those
Zubimendi.
guys.
How much did we pay for Zubimendi, Raman? How much did we pay for Zubimendi?
50 or 60.
I
But
think
that was
the
his
base
limit
valuation,
clause.
what West Ham is trying to do is they're putting the base valuation so high because there's tenure on his contract, because he has 4 years
No.
on his contract. That's where they're putting
No.
value on us.
West Ham would have asked this even if he had 2 years. The problem is the competition. Why, if he's a shit player, or not a shit player, but he's a not such a great player, then why is everyone behind him?
Because I'm just, let's see the midfields. In terms of midfields right now, Arsenal midfield is a very strong midfield. Do you
Correct.
think he starts for Arsenal midfield with Zubimendi, Rice, Eze, Odegaard,
Merino.
Does he
Merino.
start? I don't think Matthias Fernandes starts that this. So we need a player
Hey,
who's ready to be flexible in terms of game time. And are we ready to pay 80 million for that player?
Oh, we also just forgot Miles Lewis Kelly, by the way.
Miles Lewis Kelly.
No,
Yeah.
Lewis Kelly. Did you agree with the decision of starting Lewis Kelly in the Champions League final?
Yes.
I think he did. I think he put a strong case. I think he gave
Why?
that. I think what I understood is Zubimendi. I don't know whether his fitness level mentally. I don't think he was there. Zubimendi. I think
Okay,
it
at
was
the start
just
of the new season.
I think he just pushed Zubimendi in the first season too hard, too long. He should have
Correct.
rotated it
No.
early.
But for the start of the new season, who would you start?
Zubimendi.
So in my eyes, we don't need a midfielder.
Yeah, we don't need a. I think unless somebody's going out.
So let's assume nobody's going out.
Yeah.
We
Whoever
don't need a
comes,
midfielder.
as per me, whoever comes is coming as. I don't know what was the issue with Norgard, but I need somebody in that Norgard role, but who can play, who can rotate with these people. I want somebody to rotate minutes of Rice and Zubimendi.
That's what Lewis Kelly will do now, and Merino will do.
Yeah, I think Merino will do that. More so, I think we'll play the Norgard role.
Lewis Kelly has been shit all season, and he emerged right at the end, at the proper perfect time, and Merino, of course, was injured. But
Yeah,
had Merino been fit, we would have easily rotated Zubimendi's minutes a lot. But we can't. I just want people to understand that they can't now disregard Zubimendi.
yeah, you can't.
Right? Zubimendi, again,
Excellent season.
I saw the stats. He had the most appearances for us this season.
Yeah.
And
I think he ran him into the ground. He ran him, and this is something that I don't like about Arteta is like when somebody is playing well, he just keeps playing unless it gets broken, and then it gets broken, and then we are at a crisis. We don't have anybody to replace him who has enough experience for that. Miles Lewis Kelly in that Fulham game was a bet. It worked out. It was a gamble that he took. I don't think even in his mind he didn't think he would come out so good out of that game.
I agree.
And the same thing with Saka. When Saka moved to wing, that was again a switch. He had to make it. He made it, and then it clicked.
Made it.
And he played with Rowe. Yeah.
You know who played the most games for us in the last 2 seasons combined?
Most games. Raya?
Outfield.
Outfield players. I think it has to be Rice.
Saka.
It's not right. Saka was injured, right? Saka was injured.
Odegaard.
Odegaard, my goodness.
Odegaard is a problem. He can't play the entire season.
Trossard.
Wait,
Trossard. Oh, yeah. See now, see the trust. See the trust he has in Trossard.
See how we go back to that old conversation.
So now between Trossard and Martinelli, that's why I'm saying he trusts Trossard more.
Now I want you to value. Now I want you to understand the importance of availability.
Yeah, it is.
Availability is such a key factor in a title-winning season.
And Kai Havertz he priced Kai Havertz at 60 to 65 million because he was always available. And till the time he came to Arsenal, he was not injured. And Arsenal hit him when he got injured.
Yeah. It's the same for Thomas Partey as well. He was never injured at Atletico.
Absolutely right. I'm saying all these transfers, we need to take with a pinch of salt. Again, I'm hearing rumors about Tonali or whatever. I'm okay with it. If he comes in, I'm pretty sure somebody will go out. And that somebody is not going to be Lewis Kelly, or that somebody is not going to be Merino. Yeah, it could be Norgard or it could be Zubimendi. I don't know.
I think I've heard the rumor that Zubimendi might want to switch back to Spain, but I think that's still a rumor. I think Zubimendi, we just signed him. I think Zubimendi is long-term Arsenal player. Let's get that straight.
Why would
you
want to sell Zubimendi right now? He was one of our best players last season.
No, I'm not saying I want to sell. I'm not saying that at all.
We have been, if we sign Tonali, I think I agree with Raman. If we sign Tonali, that means somebody has to move out then.
Correct. We're not signing Tonali to replace Norgard. Let's get that straight.
That's my fantasy, that we're replacing him for Norgard.
No, that'll be like, I agree. I mean, as a dream, yeah, fine. As a squad building dream, I get your point.
Yeah, but I agree. I think if Tonali is coming, we are seeing somebody going out. It might be Odegaard as well. Somebody's going.
No. I doubt. See, I'll tell you.
Odegaard never. Arteta is never.
Let's be objective. A title-winning captain is not going to be booted up.
I agree. But I'm saying, but if I don't know what the rumors are strong enough for Tonali to be coming to Arsenal or not, because in January he wanted Tonali. I understand. I think in January we had that midfield crisis where a lot of players are injured. Maybe that's why he was looking for Tonali. Maybe he's not looking for him anymore. And when Miles Lewis-Kelly also appeared after that.
Yeah, because in January Miles Lewis-Kelly was shit.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even think about. I'm pretty sure he didn't even think about him as a midfielder.
Yeah.
So
and then we have like Ethan Vaneri and Max Dauman as well. So I think that's something we're forgetting.
No, I feel they'll send Vaneri on loan or something. I have this feeling.
Yeah.
They should. They should not keep
him
him
was
on the
linked to
bench.
some club. I think Vaneri was linked to Newcastle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I would send him to Como. Play under Fabregas, Champions League football, develop under the best midfielders, and maybe somebody who's going to manage Arsenal in the future.
Replacing
There's a
Arteta?
problem with Como. The thing is, I can agree to the fact that these players will develop, or young players will develop, like how they have developed this Jacobo Ramon and Nico Paz or whatever. But
Nico
the problem
Paz
is,
going to be a big player.
Yeah, right now, in terms of how he's playing for Como, I agree. But Como as a team plays. Technically, they play anti-football in Italy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they are the opposite of Italian football.
Yeah, they don't play like Italians,
Because it's a Fabregas team.
Yeah, so I don't know, like when they suddenly come out and see these low block teams in the Premier League, they're gonna get like, what the fuck is happening?
But I think wouldn't Vaneri really do well in such a team?
He will. That's what I like and that's what I fear. At the same time, that he will develop so much over there
that he will
comes back. Just to give you an example, if we were to sign Nico Paz or any Premier League signs Nico Paz will look like shit in the Premier League.
Yeah, I agree. He will not. It will take him time to readjust to the pace of Premier League. which is different.
Correct.
From what happens.
Correct. Correct. I would
Especially playing for
actually prefer
champions
him
like
to go
Arsenal.
to- Yeah, I would
Where
actually
everywhere.
prefer him to go to a team like Bournemouth or somebody like Everton or whatever.
Crystal Palace.
Palace, but Everton more or less, because I want him to learn
Moyes.
something from Moyes.
Yeah, under Moyes.
Moyes is like crazy, man. I owe him so much. He's actually given the club so much, yeah. He's given us Arteta, he's given us points this season.
This season. In this Premier League. Yeah, he that game they should have won actually. And had they won that game, that this league was over.
Yeah.
That Everton game.
Yeah.
Plus he developed Rice.
And also,
Right.
yeah. Also, tweeted something recently. This guy. We are linked to Emmanuel.
So he posted it now or what?
6:56, like 30 minutes back.
There has to be a. I'm looking for a Ben Matterson post on this one. On this player has to be some post.
Okay, Nizar Cancela has done it. Okay, fine, fair. Kinsella.
But I think again this looks what I understand is he's still a promising player. So I'm assuming it's for tech squad building and developing the squad and for the future. One for the future, not
No,
for somebody.
you put it out right. No, he's gonna be around the first team training or whatever, and then maybe gets a chance somewhere here and there.
And I don't think he would mind playing with alongside in the training sessions, playing alongside Gabriel or somebody like that. That's cool. Quite a good mentor to have. And this Arsenal lineup, I think everybody's eyeing our defense. Let's be clear. Our most valued assets are our defensive players.
Yet nobody's linked anywhere.
I'm happy because these idiots at Real Madrid election are promising the world everything that Narendra Modi is doing it in India or in Bengal. I don't know what's happening. They're promising everything.
Chaos, full drama and full chaos.
I never thought an election would be so crazy in football.
It is.
He went and promised Haaland. Okay, he went and now he's promising a Klopp. This is just crazy.
No, that whole even that Benfica election. That's Olise, no?
Olise is the 150 million player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why would Bayern want to sell him? Ule Hoeneß, he just said he not 150, he said 200 million.
Not even for 200 million, but that's but did you see what happened as a repercussion? See, this is why I respect Arteta. You see what Bayern did? They went behind that Rio Ngomoa.
The Liverpool player.
And it caused a lot of chaos in Liverpool. Although they rejected the idea, but it did cause a lot of chaos.
Are they already thinking about like Olise going?
I don't know. They are different positions. No, one is right, one is left.
Yeah,
that's not the point.
Yeah.
It's more like you bring chaos to my club, I'll bring chaos to your club. That kind of thing. So I don't want to be in that position, and I'm very glad to.
I think our team is a lot more secured. If you see, it is a unit, and you can see that there are links. Of course, there will be links to our defensive unit. There are links to Calafiori by Mourinho saying that he's the preferred player he wants to bring to Madrid. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Pay. No, let them pay. I'll sell. Let them pay.
And this defensive unit is going to be the most. If they pay.
See that's the thing. No, in my eyes,
you have to have a price tag. You have to have a price tag. Calafiori for 100 million. Why would I not sell him for 100 million? I'll bring in somebody else then.
If they want fucking 70 million for Van Hecka, why wouldn't I want bloody hell? I'll sell Calafiori for 90 million. What the hell?
I think I got
Van Hecka. They want 70 million with a year left on his contract. By the way, he has 1 year left.
He has been good. He has been good. I'm not saying that he's not been good. He's been good. But again, paying that much value. This is what I'm saying. 70 million is the new 40 million. It was 40 a couple of years back. Now it's become 70. 70 has become baseline.
We
Yeah.
already discussed this part like backstage, but then, yeah, anything to add to this? This is Arteta's report card.
No, see,
I would just
this is again gonna be a precursor to how we plan our transfer market, which is already planned in my opinion. Uh, it's just about improving what we improved from 24-25 into 25-26, and then, like you see, this whole passing passing thing is again very subjective, but there are other things like possession. You need to keep better possession. He will target somewhere in the region of 60 to 65. you know Again, the goals per match. See, again, we are going back to that same thing, like it's all about attacking cohesion as well. One thing this season I've seen is there have been a lot of stopgap problems happening. Like Saka is injured, Madueke is in. Then all of a sudden there is Madueke, Martinelli, and there is Victor Gyökeres play. There is no Odegaard, the conductor. There is Eze. So the attacking front four in itself was like so disjointed.
and
It's
it didn't play a lot of games together as well. Like a lot of people chop and change,
Correct.
chop and change.
Correct. And we are not the kind of team that will that can afford to give time to bring that cohesion, right? We didn't have it this season. So I'm saying, even in the case of some underperformance in the Premier League, like Martinelli, if we keep faith in them for maybe one more year, I could sense that they can still develop as a unit, as long as we manage to keep, like, Arteta knows his starting 11, starting front four or front five, whatever it is, and that needs to have its regular players around to keep building.
Yeah, I think I'll do a callback to what Raman said, like in terms of trust the process with Mikel Arteta. He's proven 22-23 onwards. If you see, he's proven he can play attacking football. He's proven he can play a solid KG football. He can play every style. He wants to win. He's not a player who is. He's not a coach who is like bound to a specific formation, specific style of football. So don't expect Arsenal to play the similar kind of football that we saw last season. Maybe you see him letting the players go, play a little bit more freely, and you see more goals coming in. So you can expect Arteta to. One thing you can expect from Arteta is he's going to change something. You're not going to see the same thing again. He doesn't stand still, and that's something that we have to trust him with, because he has proved to us now with winning that he can do it, and we have to trust him. I think just trust
I
the
agree.
process.
Yep.
I agree.
I'll just bring up a last topic because I think we have to wrap it up. Yeah. Moving on to the World Cup predictions. Zai has Joachim Clement, if I'm pronouncing his name right. He's predicted that Netherlands would be the ones winning the World Cup this year. What do you guys have a favorite? What do you guys think? Who's reaching the finals and who's winning it?
I don't know. There are so many. All these teams are good. I mean, Argentina, of course, being the reigning champions, are automatic favorites. Portugal
Good team.
can be if they drop Ronaldo. They can. No, I'm not kidding.
Do you think? I think he'll start. I think he'll start.
Yeah, that's a problem
That's
for
great,
them.
by the way.
But they have the greatest assist player of all time,
Oh,
the best
of
player
course, of
ever,
course.
the best.
Of course. Premier League Player of the Year they have. Goodness, no, but to be fair, if they take out Ronaldo and see, like, they have strikers like Gonzalo Ramos. He's a bench
Ramos.
player or whatever. But he's not a bench player. That's what I'm saying. People
I
have
think
this
he's.
weird-
I think I would start him ahead of Ronaldo. Gonzalo
I'll
Ramos
ask you
should
one
start ahead of-
question.
Yeah.
I'll ask you one question. Who are PSG's main centre backs?
Pacha and Marquinhos.
Correct?
Yeah, Marquinhos.
That's the perception, right?
Yeah.
In the PSG team, who played the most minutes last season?
That would be tricky. Marquinhos? Did Marquinhos play?
PSG team, you said, right? Or defense?
Maybe
Team
Vitinha.
Team. Neves maybe.
Their third choice
Okay.
centre back, Ilya Zabarny.
He
Okay.
rotated a lot. That's the Liga. Liga is like that.
And I can bet right now that Gonzalo Ramos played like top 4, top 5 minutes.
He's a very good. He's a capable. I think for Portugal he's been good as well. Like I don't think. I think Ronaldo should be used as an impact player. Yeah, and they have good people in the midfield.
Yep.
It's not like they don't have a good midfield. They have a very solid midfield, solid wings. I don't know why. I don't see a reason why Ronaldo should start. He wants to win. He should be on the bench and win the World Cup. And like he can come and create an impact after 70th minute.
I think Chancellor had said something like this last World Cup. Like they don't need like someone like, I don't remember what exactly he said, but they don't need someone like, Ronaldo. They're not over reliant on someone like Ronaldo. Something like that.
Yeah, they would have just said it as a criticism of the media, because media keeps saying that. But again, on the favorites thing, I want to see how Germany play in the group stages. Then I can comment on them. But France are good enough. There's Spain. Spain is like this. In my eyes, they are the clear favorites.
One thing, my hot take, and this is going to be like, I'm going to say that this season, everybody's thinking about European teams, but I'm saying because the World Cup is happening in Mexico and US, and because it's hot and warm there, I would say Brazil, Argentina, and a surprise package would be some team like an Ecuador. You're going to see something from the South American teams. I think Brazil coming to final under Ancelotti, I would not be surprised.
Maybe.
My personal favorite is I back England team because we have such a big Arsenal contingent there. That's why I see a lot of English games, and I personally back England. But I think Ancelotti cannot be ruled out.
Yeah.
No, I'm simply backing England because of Declan Rice Ballon d'Or shots.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That's all it is.
And we're such good players.
Spain has Arsenal players. There's Raya, there's Zubimendi, there's Merino.
Yeah. But so England has Rice, Eze, Madueke, Saka. Who else?
Madueke doesn't start for England.
He won't start. I think Saka will start.
Saka, Rice, that's all. The others are bench.
Yeah, Eze also maybe.
I think Eze also will be a change player just to create an impact. Because Tuchel does that a lot actually. Tuchel changes a lot in the second half just to, I think, get that 1-0. I think we're going to see a lot of, and I'm telling you one more hot take. England is going to score a lot of set piece goals and win 1-0. Like Arsenal.
Thanks to Saka and Rice. Thanks to
Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta has shown a way of winning competitions.
They will if they win the World Cup like this, no? Then I want to see how these English fans.
Boring football winning, but the cup comes back home.
No, I want to see a midfield partnership of Kobe Mainoo and Declan Rice. I don't want to see this Anderson Rice gimmick.
But Anderson Rice have been solid actually together. I don't think he'll.
Yeah, they're solid, but they need that balance here. I mean,
they need somebody to create.
The problem is both are not press resistant, and that's when I thought, like, why is he not taking Alex Scott?
I'm surprised actually. I'm surprised.
Such a beautiful player, man. That Alex Scott.
Yeah, we were linked to him as well. One more transfer rumor. I think maybe we can get him. Yeah.
But we have now with. Sorry.
Is Henderson in the squad?
Yeah,
he is there. He's the leader.
No,
is what Tuchel said.
Yeah, but no, it's actually a good decision. It's actually a good decision to have that experienced players. Without which you cannot compete in the World Cup. But anyway, I like the.
But if England win, I think ahead of Rice, I think Harry Kane might win the Ballon d'Or. He's got 55 goals. What else do you want? He did everything last season. His team did not win. Okay, this season his team did not win Champions League. But what else do you expect this guy to win a Ballon d'Or?
No, I agree. But in that sense. But then this Ballon d'Or will be dependent on how they perform, and if England put out a KG performances, then
which
all
I'm
the
expecting
focus
them
will
to.
be on Rice
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than Kane.
I think
Even if
it will be KG. I think it will be KG.
it'll be
It'll
KG.
expect Arsenal football from
100%. 100%. And Tuchel does
Yeah.
that. Huh? It's not
Yes.
like Tuchel is like this high flying coach or whatever.
He
Even
won
in
them a
the
Champions League against. They were odds on to lose the final. He won them that final, 1-0.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's going to do.
I agree. Even like I like the idea of what you said about the South American teams. I like them. Brazil, yeah, Brazil. I don't know. Like I haven't seen that kind of togetherness in that team. If I'm
I agree. It's not
right,
like the
like
Argentina side who wanted to play for Messi. That's what motivated the Argentinian team, and they were all motivated towards a cause. It was like same as when entire India wanted, like all the Indian players wanted Sachin to win the World
Sachin
Cup.
Tendulkar.
It all worked out, right? Yeah.
and I
But
wanted to
it's the
just touch
same
upon
like
Brazil. Like this. Did you think he made that mistake of taking Neymar?
I don't know. I think Neymar is a luxury player.
Yeah, no,
it's the
because he
same
was
like
resisting.
I would pick João Pedro. I would pick João Pedro. I will not pick Neymar.
see, he's a fan favorite, so we have to
No,
understand
no,
that. Let's say João Pedro.
João Pedro has not done well for Brazil, but he has an excellent season for Chelsea.
No,
For
but
Chelsea,
that's where you're mistaking. No, he wanted to pick one striker from the Premier League, if let's put it that way, and
Thiago.
he picked Thiago for good reasons.
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, can we agree that Thiago
Yeah.
had a better season?
Thiago is a bit.
So,
Yeah.
so that is the whole idea. But with Neymar, what I'm trying to say, it's much more political in the sense that Ancelotti, since he has taken over, he has resisted the idea of picking
Yeah.
Neymar, and then he also didn't pick him in the 55-man squad.
Correct.
Now he suddenly picked him for the World Cup. It tells me that he has caved into pressure. Like maybe
Maybe he
he's
wants a
not part of his
Messi
ideas.
effect. He wants a Messi effect, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it's a game of pressure. But let's see.
See,
But I think Brazil
actually
has a good defense. So sorry, go on.
we have to keep in mind where the World Cup is being played. It's being played in the US and Mexico, right? And Canada.
Yeah.
So obviously Brazilian, there will be a lot more Brazilian fans probably there because it's closer to them, right? So him being a fan favorite, Neymar is a fan favorite, so they will have fan support in the stadium as well.
True.
As compared
true.
to
I
having
agree.
João Pedro in the
Yeah.
So
No. I think he
Yeah.
brings in that a Messi kind of. He's a Messi kind of feature for Brazil. They want to. He's a cause to play for. So Neymar is a good player. I'm not denying that, but is he a good player right now? I don't know, and I don't know whether he's going to be influential in games as well. I think he's there as a figurehead, and that's what they're going to play him for.
It's funny we are talking about the Neymar this way. Man. Yeah. Okay. I think we should wrap it up. Let's start.
Yep.
And yeah, this was a great discussion. And thank you for everyone who did join in, or those who are joining in later and watching this. If you are new to our channel, please do subscribe. And if any of you would like to join us in the panel in our upcoming streams, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. All our usernames are in the description. So I think that's the wrap of our 17th episode. This is Untacticos signing off. Bye.